you, Kevin. My next guest, a 19-year-old. What was I doing when I was 19? Oh, movies. 19-year-old actress starring in 2 films: Save the Last Dance, which comes out Friday, January 12th, and State and Maine. Very funny film. Please welcome Julia Stiles. Hey, it's nice to meet you. I enjoyed you. I saw State in Maine. I haven't seen the new one yet, but you were terrific in that one.
Thank you very much.
Now, you grew up in New York City, right?
I did. I'm born and raised. Okay. I'm a tough New Yorker.
Oh, you're New York? No, see, you don't have the accent except when you slip into it.
I can get out of the accent.
Can you get out of it? Did you have to learn to get out of it? I mean, did you talk that way?
My dad's actually from Queens, and yeah, we always joke about it because he always goes sore and car, and but I don't really have an accent. No, it's not.
So what was your family like growing up in New York?
We have a very weird family. Yeah. My parents and I are really like the kids of the family. We don't really parent very well. My brother and sister are a lot younger than I am, and and they were the ones who had to tell us to like stop cursing at the dinner table. And I took my brother to see, who's 7, to see South Park because that's my favorite movie, and my parents weren't really happy about that, but.
Okay, so you'd be like what they call a bad
influence,
model.
yes.
Oh, bad influence.
I'm a bad influence.
I mean, did you take cabs everywhere in New York City? Were your parents strict? Were they? Oh
God, my mom is like this hot-blooded Italian woman, and she was very protective. What? Yeah, no, she's very protective of me. She, when I was little, like she would, if a cab driver got anywhere near us, like if the car almost hit us, she would start screaming at the cab and like hit the car, and the cab driver would get out. And I remember once she had her mail and she started like smacking the cab driver in the face. And one time we were driving home from the airport, and the cab driver was like taking us to some weird remote place in Brooklyn, and she got kind of scared, so she just sort of like made up this story. And she was like, "Oh, your father, the police chief, is going to be really, really nervous if we don't get home soon. And you know, he almost got his NRA card, and that rifle that he has is, you know, fully loaded. And I really hope we get home soon because." You know, his friends and the mafia are gonna, you know. So I think that's where I learned to be an actress.
It's like bad exposition. They do that on the soaps. It'll be when your brother, the war hero from Vietnam, when he gets home on Thursday.
Exactly.
Now, did your mom ever try to fix you up? Did she?
Oh, God, yes. My mom, the hot-blooded Italian, is very intrusive in my life.
Really?
Yeah, she always is trying to, like, be the matchmaker and set me up with guys.
Has she gotten you actual dates?
She did. I once went on this date that she set up, and I had talked to the guy before a little bit, and we were trying to arrange what we were going to do, and I was trying to be cool and pretend to be like a tomboy, and I was like, oh, let's go see the Jackie Chan movie or something. And he was like, how about we rent Steel Magnolias? And I was kind of like, Steel Magnolias, okay. And I noticed I was really attracted to him. I thought, oh, he dresses well, that's really nice. And it turned out that he was completely gay. My mom just like doesn't do her research, basically.
You know, your mom might be smarter than you think. I mean, who is your daughter safer with than a gay guy?
That's true. My dad would love him.
You see, your dad would love him. There you go. Now, I know you're going to college now, too. And I give you credit for this, because I was working I was working at McDonald's and didn't want to go to college. So, I mean, the fact that you're doing films and you're a movie star and you're finishing your education, I think is wonderful.
Thank you.
Now, what are you enrolled at? What are you studying?
I'm at Columbia University. We have all these core requirements, but I'm taking everything from, like, Spanish to sociology, psychology, politics. I really have no idea what I'm doing.
I mean, is it odd your first day? And I know you're kind of modest, but I mean, you're in movies and things, and you move into a dorm. I mean, is that weird for the other kids?
Yeah, well, my dad actually, he's really overprotective of me, and he was like hauling my luggage up the staircase, and he kind of went through separation anxiety. He wouldn't really leave me alone that day. And some kid, I don't know, I guess like most of the kids at school have seen 10 Things I Hate About You. And for some reason, I did a table dance in that movie, and that's really what people remember for some reason.
I remember that. I don't know what the reason is, but I know I remember it. But, all right, go ahead, yeah.
Well, no, so some kid, as I was walking up the stairs, was like, hey, your table dance is on my screensaver. And, I don't know.
And dads love to hear that.
Yeah, my dad like almost started having a heart attack. He was, you are not getting in my daughter's pants, young man.
Well, that's pretty forward.
That's why I have to go on blind dates, like set up by my mom, because my dad is...
Now tell us about Save the Last Dance.
Save the Last Dance, I do a lot of dancing in the movie.
Yeah.
That's a reason to go see it. Yeah, I play a ballet dancer who moves to the inner city of Chicago, and she kind of gets involved in the hip-hop club culture.
Do we have a clip here? Let's
Yeah.
take a look.
My mom died right at the beginning of the movie, so I'm upset about it.
I mean, in the movie, your mom died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I was gonna say, my mom died. I went, oh, how horrible. I was in the movie. All right. Here, take a look.
I'm so sorry.
Listen, it is not your fault that she died. Or that she was rushing. She cared about you. And she just wanted to be there for you.
That's what makes it so bad. She always wanted what was right for me. I wanted to be the prima ballerina. I had to be. And I didn't care if it took all of our money and all of her spare time. It was my stupid audition and my stupid dream, and it killed her. And all she wanted was for it to come true.
And I bet you would still want it to come true. She wouldn't want you to give that up.
I know, I don't think that I can do it without her.
What do you want? Do you want to do it, Sarah? I mean, you. Do you want Juilliard?
Yes.
Okay. Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
Julia Stiles, ladies and gentlemen, you have to bring your hot-blooded mom sometime. I want to meet her. She's probably, how old's your mom? She's probably my age. She's probably younger than me, isn't she?
No, I don't know if she wanted me to tell on air. She won't tell me how
Well, I'm
old she is.
50.
Oh, she might be older than you.
Oh.
I mean, just kidding,
Oh,
Mom.
very
I'm
good.
kidding.
There you
I'm
go.
kidding.
Julia Stiles, be right back from Collector's Soul right after this.